We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. My oneness with the Christ establishes me as your son, beyond the reach of time, and wholly free of every law but yours. I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no purpose but His own. And He is like His Father, and He is like His Father. Thus must I be one with you, as well as Him. For who is Christ except your Son, as you created Him? And what am I except the Christ, except the Christ in me? We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. Well, thank you all so much for joining me in studying Lesson 354 in A Course in Miracles. For Saturday, December the 20th of 2025, we're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles, which you can find at acim.org. I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks, here in front of some bamboo on my place. One of the few things that's green this time of year. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. My oneness with the Christ establishes me as your Son, beyond the reach of time and wholly free of every law but yours. I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no purpose but His own. Remember yesterday, my eyes, my tongue, my hands, my feet today have but one purpose, to be given Christ to use to bless the world with miracles or with love. He says, and I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no purpose but His own. and he is like his Father. Thus must I be one with you as well as him. For who is Christ except your Son, as you created him? And what am I except the Christ in me? Okay, well, let's go take a look back at what am I? I am God's Son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. In me is his creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. I am the holy home of God himself. I am the heaven where his love resides. I am his holy sinlessness itself, for in my purity abides his own. Our use for words is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year we gave to God together, you and I, we found a single purpose that we shared. And thus you joined with me, so what I am are you as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of nor describe. Yet we can realize our function here, and words can speak of this and teach it too, if we exemplify the words in us. We are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And with our gift, and with this our gift, is therefore given us. And with this, our gift is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brothers, and perceive all things as kindly and as good. Now catch this back. Let me back up in the beginning, paragraph 3. We are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this our gift is therefore given us. We receive redemption when we redeem the world by practicing forgiveness, not letting any trace of sin get logged in our minds. We overlook it as a nothing, as an illusion, as a dream that's not real. And we see what is real, their eternal holiness, that they came to this world wrapped in, lived this life wrapped in, and will leave this world and live forever wrapped in God's holiness. That's what we want to see in everyone. So, we are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this our gift is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. We do not seek a function that has passed the gate of heaven. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. Ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees a world redeemed from every thought of sin. Ours are the ears that hear the voice for God proclaim the world as sinless. Ours the minds that join together as we bless the world. And from the oneness that we have attained, we call to all our brothers, asking them to share our peace and consummate our joy. We are the holy messengers of God who speak for him, and carrying his word to everyone whom he has sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts, and thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought he suffered, but we see their redemption, their holiness. Now is he redeemed. They thought they were suffering, but now they're redeemed because they see their holiness as we see it in them. And so they go, well, if he sees that me is holy, I must be holy. And as he sees the gate of heaven stand open before him, he will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. Let's read that last paragraph once again. We are the holy messengers of God who speak for him, and carrying his word to everyone whom he has sent to us. We learn that it is written on our hearts, and thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought he suffered. Now is he redeemed, and as he sees the gate of heaven stand open before him, he will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. Okay, and then back on our lesson again. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in him as his creator, as he is in me. Do your best to bring that to your memory every hour today. Pause and be sure that you actually are offering the miracles, and that you're steadfast, standing in the peace of God, the peace of Christ, and that you're doing his purpose, which is to save the world by seeing it as holy. It saves it in your mind, and that carryover effect saves the whole world. So be sure you're doing that. Ask God for help if you need it, when you need it, which is always. and stay in a positive space. Find something to be thankful for. And then do the best you can at having a longer practice period in the morning and again in the evening. Okay, let's go take a look in the Song of Prayer. If you don't have that, if you're reading from the jcim.net edition, which is the original edition, well, then go to acim.org edition, and you'll find the Foundation for Inner Peace version, which we're reading from in the Song of Prayer. There is not an original edition for that. It's not in the original edition, I should say. And we left off, we're in chapter 2, which is forgiveness. Section 1, forgiveness of yourself, Roman numeral 1. And then we read paragraph 4. Let's read it again. As prayer is always for yourself, so is forgiveness always given you. It is impossible to forgive another, for it is only your sins you see in him. You want to see them there and not in you. That is why forgiveness of another is an illusion. Yet it is the only happy dream in all the world, the only one that does not lead to death. Only in someone else can you forgive yourself, for you have called him guilty of your sins, and in him must your innocence now be found. Who but the sinful need to be forgiven? And do not ever think you can sin in anyone except yourself. And do not ever think you can sin in anyone except yourself. Paragraph 5. This is the great deception of the world, and you the great deceiver of yourself. It always seems to be another who is evil, and in his sin you are the injured one. How could freedom be possible if this were so? You would be slave to everyone, for what he does entails your fate, your feelings, your despair or hope, your misery or joy. You have no freedom unless he gives it to you. And being evil, he can only give what he is. You cannot see his sins and not your own, but you can free him and yourself as well. Paragraph 6. I hope that, we're going to start over on this next year and read it again. And I hope that you're following along with the, that it's if you've read through it with me once or twice, or I think this will be my fourth time through. First year took 2 years to read through it. But I hope that if you've been following along all these years, that you're also finding others that you can read the book to and share ideas that are coming to you, so that you're redeeming the world, that you're seeing all your brothers as sinless. And you could get to a place where you kind of just use the words that I speak as kind of encouragement to you. I mean, you need to read the book anyway. And if I make it a little easier for you, just stick with me again next year if it helps you. And bring a friend if you think that it's helped you. There's probably other people that we're on the right frequency that we can all help together. Anyway, just want to put in a little reminder that we are going to start again on January 1st at Lesson 1 and go through the book again. We may go through it a little different this year. I'm kind of thinking about not getting too caught up whether we finish the text and the manual for teachers all in one year. I'm thinking I might want to go a little slower and talk a little more about some of the ideas. I'm not sure yet. So anyway, just kind of entertaining. Send me a text or send me an email. I got my email address in the description below. And let me know what you'd like to do. Paragraph 6. I'll be sure to put acim.class in the subject line. Forgiveness truly given is the way in which your only hope of freedom lies. Others will make mistakes, and so will you, as long as this illusion of the world appears to be your home. Yet God himself has given all his sons a remedy for all illusions that they think they see. Christ's vision does not use your eyes, but you can look through his and learn to see like him. Mistakes are tiny shadows quickly gone, that for an instant only seem to hide the face of Christ, which still remains unchanged behind them all. His constancy remains in tranquil silence and in perfect peace. He does not know of shadows. His the eyes that look past error to the Christ in you. Paragraph 7. Ask then his help, and ask him how to learn forgiveness as his vision lets it be. You are in need of what he gives, and your salvation rests on learning this of him. Catch that. Ask then his help, and ask him how to learn forgiveness as his vision lets it be. You are in need of what he gives, and your salvation rests on learning this of him. Prayer cannot be released to heaven while forgiveness to destroy remains with you. Forgiveness to destroy remains with you. God forgiveness to destroy is where you look on sin and say it's a real thing, and yet you're going to try to overlook it. It doesn't work that way. You make it real, it's going to be real in your experience. Just make it unreal from the beginning by overlooking it. That's what he's wanting us to learn. God's mercy would remove this withering and poisoned thinking from your holy mind. Christ has forgiven you, and in his sight, the world becomes as holy as himself. Who sees no evil in it sees like him. For what he has forgiven has not sinned, and guilt can be no more. Salvation's plan is made complete, and sanity has come. 8. Forgiveness is the call to sanity. For who but the insane would look on sin when he could see the face of Christ instead? This is the choice you make, the simplest one, and yet the only one that you can make. God calls on you to save his Son from death by offering Christ's love to him. This is your need, and God holds out this gift to you. As he would give, so must you give as well. And thus is prayer restored to formlessness, beyond all limits into timelessness, with nothing of the past to hold it back from reuniting with the ceaseless song that all creation sings unto its God. And I want to say one more thing about our studies. As we're studying, I like to do mostly reading, because I think if you hear this repeatedly over and over, it teaches what I can't really teach. I sometimes will say a few words, but I like to say very little and just be a reader of the words. I'd like to think of myself as a teacher of teachers, that I'm using the book in such a way that when you really get it, you will be a phenomenal teacher, that you'll be an advanced teacher of God when we all get it. That's what we want to aspire to. Okay? To do the most good that way, as the Salvation Army says. That's a quote out of the Bible. I think Paul said it. Okay, let's see. We talked about creation sings unto its God. Now, paragraph 9. But to achieve this end, you first must learn before you reach where learning cannot go. Forgiveness is the key. But who can use a key when he has lost the door for which the key was made, and where alone it fits? Therefore we make distinctions so that prayer can be released from darkness into light. Forgiveness's role must be reversed and cleansed from evil usages and hateful goals. Forgiveness to destroy must be unveiled in all its treachery and then let go forever and forever. There can be no trace of it remaining if the plan that God established for returning be achieved at last and learning be complete. And the last paragraph finishes this section 10. This is the world of opposites, and you must choose between them every instant while this world retains reality for you. Yet you must learn alternatives for choice, or you will not be able to attain your freedom. Yet you must learn alternatives for choice, or you will not be able to attain your freedom. Let it then be clear to you exactly what forgiveness means to you. Forgiveness is the alternative. And learn what it should be to set you free. The level of your prayer depends on this, for here it waits its freedom to ascend above the world of chaos into peace. So forgiveness is what's going to allow you to ascend in your prayers. Remember, we need prayer and forgiveness. Prayer is timeless. It'll be going on even without the body. We'll communicate with God. But forgiveness has an end when it's complete. Let's hasten that day and be advanced teachers of God. Okay, what's going on around the world? Of course, keep in mind today, all day, we stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him as His Creator, as He is in me. Advent continues for the Christian folks, Nativity fast for the Orthodox folks, Hanukkah for the Jewish folks, and Las Posadas for the Mexican Catholic folks. Yalda, which is the day before the winter solstice. Actually, I think it's actually considered winter solstice, Yalda, in Persian, the Zarathustrian world. Cathode ray tube day. You found these on holidays and observances, a lot of these. Dot your eyes day, games day, go caroling day. Sing a Course in Miracles song to somebody. Let those become carols that we sing all year long. International Human Solidarity Day. Mud Day. Boy, that International Human Solidarity Day, I think that is Unity Day. We're all united in the brotherhood of God, brotherhood of man. Mud Day, I think of that as we need to learn to build with mud. I mean, it's actually a very advanced building system, using mud and straw and building. They call it cob. And there's other, adobe is mud. Anyway, lots of building blocks that can be made out of mud right at your feet. Sangria Day, is that Vitis lumbrusca? Is that the genus and species? Lumbrusca, I don't think that's right. Vitis, it's a genus Vitis. Wreaths Across America Day, Poet Laureate Day, Sacagawea Day. I was looking up a little bit about her. She was the ones that interpreted for Lewis and Clark as they made their crossing to the Pacific, up the Mississippi River and then across to the Pacific Ocean. She was their interpreter. She was born a Shoshone, so she knew the Shoshone language, but as a child she was captured by the Hidatsa people and was raised as a Hidatsa person. Maybe she got to go back to home, which would be interesting. And then it's Super Saturday. And then we've got, out of Seed Savers Exchange, another Lactuca sativa. And this was one grown by, and maybe even developed by Thomas Jefferson at Monticello. This variety produces small rosettes of light green leaves that measure only 7 inches in diameter and form loose, tender heads. According to Heirloom Vegetable Gardening by Seed Savers Exchange member William Woys Weaver, tennis ball lettuces were often pickled in salt brine during the 17th and 18th century. Black-seeded, and it's a butterhead. You know, there's also black-seeded lettuce. Don't be it, but this is the tennis ball. It's a black-seeded, is what it's saying. And then our word for peace today, we're going to take it from the Yoruba people of the Niger River, and also West Africa, that whole region down there. And their word is Eyeh. Eyeh. Eyeh be with you. I actually looked that one up and I found it. Eyeh. I think it's Eyeh. Eyeh. It may be Eyeh, but I looked it up. It didn't actually speak it, but it had it written out. And our EH, that'd be Eyeh, I expect. Okay. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. My oneness with the Christ establishes me as your son, beyond the reach of time, and wholly free of every law but yours. I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no purpose but His own, and He is like His Father, and He is like His Father. Thus must I be one with you, as well as Him. For who is Christ except your Son, as you created Him? And what am I except the Christ, except the Christ in me? What we stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. And as they say in the Yoruba people, Eyeh, for peace. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him is His Creator, as He is in me. Eyeh.